Hi there, welcome to Olesya Reads. Very good to see you here. Today we're going to talk about Julia Quinn's second book in Bridgerton series, which is called Viscount Who Loved Me. And my copy is from library, and I finished it some time ago. I just took my sweet time to and actually kind of let it sit with me, and today I'm sharing my thoughts on this book with you. I will try not to put any spoilers because I know that a lot of you kind of waiting for a series to come out with the second season, and you don't want to spoil it. So just as many of you guys, last year I've been binging Bridgerton like there is no tomorrow, and I don't know what to really think about it. I am not in love with it, but I also quite enjoyed it. I guess we all needed a little bit of escape, a little bit of getaway of what was going on in the world, and I think that series provided that. However, I am very much in love with the Regency era, and I was kind of curious to see what actual book is about. But since I already watched the season one, I didn't wanna sort of reread it, so to speak, in the book, and I decided to move forward with the plot, and that's why I picked this book in the library. And I was very intrigued because Anthony was one of my favorite guy characters in a show. And as you guys know, he is the main character in this book. It's his love story, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. So, um, Anthony is deciding to get married, to settle down, find a woman who he can build family with. However, due to his personal um, prejudice, due to his own concerns, he decides that he doesn't want to fall in love, which makes things a little bit more complicated because he looks for a reliable partner, someone who he can trust, someone he can live with and have kids with. But again, not to spoil anything, but in the very beginning of the book, we find out that Anthony has this fear of death, which came from his father passing away in a fairly young age, and he's concerned that a similar thing gonna happen to him. And in order to avoid the complications from it, he doesn't want to fall in love. He wants to have a family, but so to speak, don't have any feelings involved. And for that matter, he decides to pick a diamond in the bunch of the season, and he picks Edwina. What's her last name? Yes, Edwina Sheffield, who is this beautiful, gorgeous girl with light eyes, porcelain skin, fair Goldilocks, and everyone wants to be married to her. And she's very well educated, she's outspoken, she's bubbly, and he decides that this is exactly the kind of companion he wants to have in his life. He knows that the feelings are just not there. He's not attracted to her in any romantic or sexual way or anything like that. Therefore, she makes a great wife. All of that is good enough up until her stepsister shows up in the picture, Kate Sheffield. Kate is her older stepsister, and she is very opinionated. She is strict. She's quite a perfectionist herself, and she heard it all about Anthony's character. She read in Lady Whistledown's papers that he's a rake, that he sort of a player, and obviously she tries to keep her sister Edwina from him at any cost, which actually is quite funny. I think the whole language of this book is very ironic, very sarcastic. Their dialogues are just phenomenal. They made me laugh so hard, and they're very witty, very smart, and I really enjoyed those dialogues between especially between Kate and Anthony, but of course between other characters as well. So interesting thing that, immediately Anthony and Kate hate each other, and there are reasons to do that because they all have their own concerns. So Anthony is on his journey of finding a right person to be his wife. Kate is concerned because she wants to protect her little sister, and she doesn't trust Anthony a tiny bit. So the whole thing kind of makes sense up until the point when Anthony suddenly understands that he thinks about Kate more than he necessarily should, and he's afraid that those feelings are deeper than he wants them to be. And actually, the same goes for Kate because she just hates him so much that it sort of overpowers her, and she's not sure what it is anymore. Is it just pure hatred, or are there some feelings involved? So I'm gonna stop right there with the plot because I think I already kind of give away a lot. And I hope that this intrigued you already. I just want to talk a little bit more about the characters, about the overall feeling from this book, and why I enjoyed reading it. So, as I mentioned, the main characters, we have Anthony, who is very smart, very well spoken, sort of he's a gentleman. Yes, he used to be a player in the past, and he knows his way around ladies, but there is more to him than that. And throughout the book, we learn some of his deep secrets and his concerns. And I like that book is based from both his and Kate's perspective, which makes it more interesting in my opinion. And I liked his character a lot. I think maybe I somewhat developed a crush for his character. To me, his persona is very interesting and definitely worth attention. As for Kate, I think I found her a little bit annoying in the beginning, but again, for the right reasons. And overall, I really like her personality. I really like that she is outspoken, she's confident, she's not afraid of sort of standing out in a crowd, and she knows that maybe she's not as pretty as her sister Edwina by standards of that era, but she has a lot more to offer. And I think the book raises a very interesting question of beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and certain things we don't see about ourselves, what comparing to what others people see in us, and how we perceive the world. And the beauty is not just about the looks or fashion or personal style or how confident we appear to be. It's about those little quirks and little personal things which we all care about, and our personalities, they also play a great part in that level of attractiveness. And a lot of people, they tend to think that they need to mold themselves, shape themselves into a certain pattern, or whatever is trending, whatever is popular. And I really do appreciate characters who do stand out and they're not afraid of being themselves, they're true themselves. So from that perspective, Kate's character is very interesting, I think. And also, I really do appreciate that Julia Quinn didn't make two sisters, even though they're completely polar opposites, she didn't make them hate each other just because they're different. And I think, both type of girls do have place in real world, right? You know, one is a little bit more outgoing and bubbly, and you know, she moves graciously. When she walks into the room, all eyes on her. But then we have another type of girl who is quirky, nerdy, but her whole essence is so captivating, and she can you know, outspeak any great speaker, and she really great in any kind of conversation, which, you know, again, completely two different types of beauty, completely two different types of personality, and yet both interesting, and you want to know more about them. So those were pretty much all I wanted to talk about in terms of characters. In terms of book and its styles, I want to mention that I like how it's very sarcastic, funny, sort of literature, but also I think Julia Quinn did a good job of opening characters from the perspectives which you wouldn't expect, and also getting a little bit deeper. And actually, you know, some of the scenes in the book would send a shiver down your spine and would make you sad. And I think that's the beauty of it. That's, even though it's a light-hearted, entertaining type of read, it also has a deeper part to it. It asks all the right questions and makes you reflect as well, which I found very interesting. I only read this book by Julia Quinn and haven't read anything by her yet. Also, I'm very excited to read the rest of the Bridgerton series. But I am very fascinated by this book. I think it's a great read. I really, really enjoyed it. I think I would rate it as 5 stars out of 5. And it was kind of hard for me to put it down, to be honest with you. I am very excited for the show. I would be honest with you, I don't expect it to be as good as the book, simply because I guess it's kind of hard to express all of the feelings and emotions which I expressed in the book so nicely. So let me guys know in the comments down below if you have read this book before, and if you did you enjoy it? Also, if you have read any other books from this Bridgerton series, also let me know. I would be very curious to check them out, and maybe, you know, not necessarily read them in chronological order, but if you tell me, let's say, the first book is the best one, I probably will start with that one. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you enjoy this video, please give me a big thumbs up. It really motivates me to create more videos for you guys, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye bye.